What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. Wow! So, your man's Billy Ho Saunders has lashed out at Eddie Hearn. Yeah? Billy Ho Saunders taking out all of his PTSD on Eddie Hearn. Now, we know, what we do know is that Eddie Hearn has a long standing relationship with the man who Me Too'd Billy Ho Saunders, yeah? So you have to, obviously I'm gonna let you man know, obviously you man can see the leaked pictures on the screen, but you man need to, before we go into the analysis, yeah, before we read it out, you man need to appreciate that, listen, Billy's now a victim, yeah? Billy's going through it. Billy is going through it. All the way through it is Billy going. He's traumatized, yeah? 100%. So just think from Billy's point of view now. You got Eddie Hearn making big monies with the man who Me Too'd him. 100%. With the man with the man who turned Billy Ho Saunders into the third Don in the Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, Brokeback Mountain number 2. Your man Billy Ho Saunders, he'd be starring in that. In fact, what's that other film called? It's a film about prison. But listen, whatever film about prison there is, yeah, you best believe your man's Billy, he's starring in it. Yeah, he's starring in all of the fruity scenes. Any fruity scenes in prison, any fruity prison film scenes, yeah, your man Billy, he be starring. I spoke to some, no word of a lie, I spoke to some Netflix director Don, and he said, listen, have you got Billy Ho Saunders' number? Because listen, what we do need to do is, I'm looking to cast him, I've got some new prison thing coming up, some new fruity prison scene thing coming up. Let me know, because I need to holler at Billy, because he, listen, I'm telling you now, what we do know is, internationally speaking, Billy Ho Saunders is renowned for his ability to lock off the prison scenes. What? Don't shoot the messenger here. Oh, YB, what are you talking about? He didn't get turned out on international TV, didn't he? Yeah? Your man Alvarez rolled the legs off of Billy. It's what it is. I'm sick of hearing you man crying. Fix up. I didn't ask him to grab his ankles, did I? Did you ask him to grab his ankles? No. Us man was sitting there all week hearing about, my heart. You never seen a heart like mine. That's what we was hearing. Next thing we know, he was in there grabbing his ankles and chewing Ben's ear off for help and all sorts. Jacking. Yeah? So don't give me that. I'm tired of it. Anyway, listen. Let's get to what Billy Ho Saunders said then. Like I said at the beginning. Yeah? Your man's Billy, he mad. He big mad at the moment. He going through it. So you have to bear in mind, this is a traumatized man here. He traumatized. 100% confirmed. Yeah? So anyway, this is what Billy Ho Saunders said on his Instagram. Now these pictures here, these were swiftly deleted, obviously, because Billy Ho Saunders has a management team and they know he's suffering. Yeah, Billy's a suffering man. He broken. In more ways, I'm talking mentally and physically. Because when Alvarez was pushing last night's dinner back in for him, you best believe that causes internal damage. You understand? So like I said, he broke in all the ways. Psychologically and physically. His ring piece was stretched all the way out for him. And like I said, last week's dinner went right back in. The wrong way. It's not, listen, what we know is, for a fact, things are supposed to leave the body. They ain't supposed to be going back in, but listen, it is what it is. Alvarez pushed it all the way back in for Billy.
You ever had your shit pushed in? Your shit pushed in. Simple question. Nah?
No.
Had my shit pushed in.
Oh, yeah, man. I had my shit pushed in, bro. Big time.
And he ain't been, I told you already. Yeah, his body ain't been operating properly since. It's all backed up. Yeah, it's 3 months later and Billy's still backed up. And what happens there is, when you're not able to release, when you're not able to release the body's waste products, they end up recirculating in the blood, and that's why Billy tweaking out right now. Billy tweaking. He going through it and he tweaking. All them chemicals, they're all in there. He going mad. Anyway, listen, let's get to the topic, because Billy kicking off on Instagram. His team, obviously, they realise, oh no, Billy's on a mad one again. Quickly get his phone, and they obviously deleted it. But what we do know is the YB don't miss nothing. That's what you don't miss. Yeah, check this out. So Billy went on a mad one on Instagram and said, listen, some people PISS me off when a man fights, get paid in full. At Eddie Hearn, airing him out. At Eddie Hearn, at DAZN Boxing, at Canelo Alvarez. I'm very annoyed. Well, Billy, it's a shame you weren't this annoyed when Alvarez was hanging out the back of you, isn't it? And this is why I can't deal with Billy Ho Saunders. And this is why, for all you goofies out there who say, oh, but YB, you know, but... I'm sick of it. I'll tell you why I'm sick of it, because listen, he's always got something to say on Instagram, hasn't he? This was the kind of behaviour he was exhibiting before we watched him get turned out. Before we watched him auditioning for Brokeback Mountain #2. Yeah? All this kind of behaviour, I'm very annoyed. Who do you think you are, Billy, at Eddie Hearn about you're annoyed? Do you think he cares? Because what we know is, you best watch out, Billy, because what we do know is, Eddie Hearn is #1 chums with Alvarez. So if I was you, I'd wind your neck in. If you keep barking, all Eddie's got to do is put one call in, and that's you. Yeah. All Eddie's got to do is put one call in, and that's what they call your ass. Yeah. You better listen. There's an old saying. People say, listen. They say that'll be your ass. Yeah. Now that saying, it's not. The way it's usually used isn't a direct reference, but in your case, it would be. Yeah, that would really be. You best believe, if Eddie Hearn has to put the call in to Canelo Alvarez, you best believe it will be your ass, literally. Yeah, how about that? Just like it was on May 10th. I don't care. You can wheel out all the MTK Tyrone. You can wheel them all out to shill for you. It's never going to change what we all saw. You can delete all the videos. You can wipe the fight from the internet. Do all you want. Yeah, you can put all the Instagram posts out trying to re-exhibit that toxic masculinity some more. Oh well, I'm very annoyed. Oh, Billy, you've been turned out, man. It's over. Why do I have to keep saying this? It's over for you, Billy. The whole hard man act is done for you. No more. You'll never be able to be that guy again. Because we all watched you jack in the corner after being hit once. You folded. You didn't want no more. There was no annoyed in you then, was there? Oh, but don't tell me. Now you're back on Instagram, and now you're atting Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn's meant to be a goofy and you're meant to be a big hard ass. Oh yeah, I'm annoyed, Gerard. Yeah? Why weren't you hard when Alvarez was in front of you, punching you? Oh, Tepeli, why weren't you hard? Why weren't you annoyed when Alvarez was hanging at the back of you? Why weren't you? Because for me, I don't know about you, yeah? Listen, for me, if someone doesn't get paid, that's less annoying than some next man riding the hind legs off me. Let me tell you right now. For me, I don't know about you, Billy. Obviously, you're kind of fruity, so maybe you like it. But for me personally, yeah, I'm happy for someone not to get paid. More so than getting the hind legs off me rolled off like you was getting. Because we all watched it. We watched Alvarez in there taunting. He was literally going. He was no word of a lie. Yeah, you can watch it yourself. In that last round, you could hear Alvarez saying, "Giddy up." 100%. He was taunting to the crowd. He was pulling on the reins on you and just leaning it back. Yeah? Leaning it back and going one-handed on you. And cheering to the crowd. That's what he was doing, 100%. No doubt. Slapping you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Riding the hind legs off you. He was doing. And you didn't say nothing. You weren't annoyed. You just couldn't wait for the end of the round so you could tap out. You didn't want no more. That's what you didn't want. Yeah? I bet you're annoyed that people aren't getting... Like I said, I don't want to get no more from Billy Ho Saunders. Billy Ho Saunders has lost the right to act hard. I'm sorry. This is what it is. He's lost it. Just like John Fury. They was never hard anyway, but even if they was, they can't no more. Because we've watched Billy Ho Saunders Jack, and we've seen John Fury be called out. Mickey Theo wants you bad, John Fury. You don't want none of Mickey Theo, so you need to zip it up. And again, you can wheel out all the BT shillers, all the MTK shillers. You can delete all the videos from IFL TV, but the facts will remain the facts. The facts are, John Fury, you're jacked, and you are shook. You best leave town. Yeah, you best buy a caravan in some undisclosed location and stay hiding out. That's what you best be doing. Because what you don't want to do is run into Mickey Theo. Yeah, you'd do good to keep hiding out where you are hiding out. No doubt. Same as Billy. Because what we know about Billy is Billy missing. Apart from these few little Instagram messages he pops out, he ain't about. He missing. Ain't no one seen it. Ain't no one seen even a little bit of Billy. And rightfully so. But all this energy, and it's quite interesting actually, because the last message he puts, he says, "Oh, getting blanked. Oh, I'm very annoyed getting blanked, but I didn't manage to save it." But either way, after this message, after the getting blanked one, he ends up actually apologising to Eddie. He says, "Oh, actually Eddie made me a millionaire, so I'm gonna let him off," or something. I don't know, some goofy thing like that. Now, what I've kind of given it away too early, but you know what happened there, don't you? You know what happened. We all know what happened. And from what I'm hearing, when Billy started kicking off, Eddie just text. Well, it's one of two things. Either Eddie text the initials CA, or he sent Billy Ho Saunders a clip of the last 30 seconds of that round. Yeah, and Billy just knew, you know what? Yeah, I best wind my neck in before he calls Alvarez over to finish the. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened, 100%. I'm just telling you what happened. No doubt. 100% confirmed. But anyway, on a serious note, like I said, listen. People were saying, "Oh, Eddie ain't paid." Billy wound his neck straight back in. So this for me is, on a serious note now, no joke. I could sit here and say, "Oh, well, maybe Eddie hasn't paid him," and Eddie ain't never not paid no one. Do you understand that? There's not been, in 10 years, Eddie's been doing visual boxing kind of thing, big boxing things. Never once has anyone said about the money. This ain't no Frank Warren show. Yeah? So I wouldn't believe it anyway. And therefore, the truth about this situation is that Billy, he going through it. He traumatised. That's the truth, honestly. I'd love to sit here and tell you I'm joking, but we have to get serious now. Billy Ho Saunders is traumatised. That's just what it is. He going through it. He down bad. Yeah, he down super duper bad. Is Billy Ho Saunders right now. He traumatised. He going through it, and that's why he end up. His emotions. He's on an emotional roller coaster, up and down. And you can't blame him, because we all watched it. Yeah, listen. Truth is, Billy, between me and you, I'll be traumatised too. So